You know, with one great way to enjoy the holidays is always great food, but if you don't want to pack on those holiday LBs, think about some healthy alternatives. Nutritionist Crystal Register's in with us from Wegmans this morning with a great recipe. But before we get to this, because we're talking pistachios, a lot of things you may not know about this little nut. What do you think about PE classes? Mandatory or optional?
Oh, I'm a big fan of physical activity and healthy food and the balance. And if kids can get that seed in their mind early on, and anything we can do to help support that is always a positive.
And one great way to do that is through great eating, the balance of diet and activity. Now, we're talking pistachios. This may be the type of, it is a nut, isn't it?
It's a nut.
That people may overlook.
Right, and there's actually some great research. Dr. James Painter, he's at Eastern Illinois University, just kind of put his research together and came up with the pistachio principle, which is actually the thing that can help you manage weight through the holidays here. It's based on the fact that we've kind of lost our perception of how much to eat till we feel full and satiated, and we don't really pay attention to our internal cues as much as external, meaning if we're going to have a big bag of potato chips put in front of us, we tend to eat more. So, big plate of food. So really the pistachio principle, two things, slows down with the shell. If you take a pistachio and shell it.
So the actual mechanics, the mechanics of taking the pistachio apart is making you slow down to eat.
Spending some time enjoying the food. A 1 ounce serving of pistachios, there's actually 49 kernels. Compare that to other nuts, it's a whole lot more. Almonds are about 23.
So you're getting more bang for the buck.
Exactly. More, it kind of slows you down, you enjoy it. Now the other thing that he found in his research, if you take the shells, let's say you're going to put a bowl like this on your desk, take the shells and actually make sure they're going into another empty bowl. So you've got another visual cue for how much you're eating. Slow it down a little bit. You're going to feel full and satisfied, but also get all the benefits.
So the subconscious working with you. Now, putting together some great pistachio recipes. I know you're talking about goat cheese, grape, and pistachio truffles this morning.
Right. I made some of these, and I actually, not too long ago, took them to a dinner party. It's great. It's basically just a grape in there, wrapped with a little bit of softened goat cheese, rolled in some toasted pistachios. And there you get the benefit of the pistachios, too. They're high in fiber. High in antioxidants, one of the highest antioxidant nuts. They're lower in calories than other nuts, lower in fat. We've got the good fats in there, and a couple other suggestions. You know, if you're going to put them out like this, already shelled, so there's not that slowdown, simply put a smaller spoon in there so you can get a nice small serving. Again, the slowdown factor. But just to have the bowl out and accessible.
We hear so much about the options of eating various types of nuts, from cashews that some say aren't good for you, almonds, things like that. Is the pistachio an option people should look at over some of these other fattier nuts?
For the reason I'm saying is to slow down. We like to see a variety of the different kind of nuts, almonds, walnuts, cashews. All of them have different benefit. The cashew, though, has some really interesting, has lutein. It's good for your eyes. Has manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium. It's kind of like this little power-packed package in its own little shell.
Crystal Register with Wegmans, thank you so much. We're going to have this recipe on our website, abc2news.com, coming up at the end of the show. Check it out. The goat cheese, grape, and pistachio truffle. We'll have the full recipe for that on our website coming up in just a bit. For more of what's coming up this morning, let's toss it over to Megan.